Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. In the game. Today we talking about Judge Joe Brown going in on Byron Allen. So I want to preface this with a few thoughts. First of all, I want to say don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. And don't forget to check out my Teespring. We got all kind of classics and so forth and so on. Check out my new Kill Police Misconduct shirt on my Teespring. Kill Police Misconduct shirt. Alright. And I'll announce a coupon for this and for everything in my store. I'll give a quick coupon. By the end of the cast, I'll give one. So y'all can have it. I won't forget. And if I do, then one of my moms will just tap the shoulders. But yeah, we're going in on this today. What up, Black Man 903? What's good, big bro? I'm calling you big bro, man. You could be my little bro, man. I just found out today, man, or a couple days ago that, what's his name? Antonio Moore, man. He older than me. I thought he was younger than me. He my big bro. I've been calling him little bro. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're talking about Judge Joe Brown going in on Byron Allen. Alright? And, okay, I'm 49, so you my big bro. That's the business. Let me do this real quick. Getting the chit at. There we go. So everybody can see what we going on today. You know we going on shit. We got to go on shit, and here it is. But I wanted to go ahead and touch on this topic because we know Byron Allen going to court the next couple of days. Tomorrow, going to court. Shit ain't no joke. In terms of it being court, you know, that's, you know, most brothers, you know, we got this kind of thing about court, like okay, court got to go right, right? But I want to just preface this by saying, you know, with new black media, just in terms of developing stories, us following developing stories as we try to get things out to the public. I'm just going to speak on behalf of my occupation right now, being in new black media. I've learned that there comes times where you don't know everything about an issue, but it'd be one of them things like where the situation is, it just necessitates at least skeletonizing some things around the issue, and then we come back and report on it and update it later with updated knowledge and whatever as the developing story kind of unfolds, right? And we all do that in new black media. I've done it a few times. And you know, sometimes we find out information that, you know, sometimes information might not be right and exact. Sometimes we find out our assessment of a developing story was spot on as it was developing, right? So I say all that in preface to what this video is about today. As we know, Byron Allen is going to the Supreme Court tomorrow in a case that's bringing to bear the Civil Rights Act of 1866. And from what we've been informed from him, and what I put up on my channel, is that the black community should root for Byron Allen in this case, right? That said, I was made aware of an interesting set of talking points that I want to bring to all y'all, courtesy of one of my mods, Work of Art. Shout out to Work of Art. If you're out there, sis, you might be working tonight, but shout out to you, big sis. Love you. Salute to your work. Thank you so much. You hit me to this video. And I'll put the link to this video once we get to the end of it. I'll go ahead and make sure I got the link circulating So y'all can take a look for yourself and have your own opinion about this case, right? And in this video, Judge Joe Brown is giving his interpretation of this Supreme Court case at hand. And when I tell y'all he went off, he went off. Now, when I ask my followers to, send me topics, I ask my subscribership, I should say, not followers, but my subscribership, my subscriber family, my viewership, my viewer fam. When I ask people to send me topics and shit, you know what I'm saying? Topics y'all want me to talk about and things like that. Yo, this be the type of shit I'm talking about. Not no World Star videos, not no garbage. These be the nuggets of information that can serve our people well. Now, I'm not going to put myself in a position to say I'm taking anybody's side on this. I do want to say that. Let me just start it like that. But I do feel that as the interworkings of this case are only being presented from the side of Byron Allen or Comcast's point of view, what did I say? We don't know what kind of deals this man has with these companies out here. We don't know who he's friends with. We don't know who he's enemies with. All we know is what he tells the media and what he said on the Breakfast Club and what he said to Antonio Moore and what Antonio Moore has said he said to him type shit. And then out of nowhere, less than a couple months ago, he shows up, kind of urgently banging on the black community's door, claiming to be in a tight and throwing a request for our support into our laps. After, after we ain't really heard shit from Byron Allen, and we ain't really seen from his tangible works that spoke to our lineage for years. After not using his networks to push no semblance of no black agenda, no forward progressing for the thinking black population for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not slamming his works, but cars.tv, that ain't it. Travel.tv, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And after him taking Comcast and Charter to court over being racially discriminated against from what he presented in his case, you don't know. After all of that, and not getting a seat at White Daddy's table, after that, we've seen his actions unfold, right? And me, I've always had suspicion about what made Byron Allen kind of hone in on that Civil Rights Act, the 1866 thing, and wave it as he's been doing it during all these times he's been to trial. He's been waving this Civil Rights Act 1866 out in front of his cases since 2015, since he first sued Comcast and Charter. Okay? But I think we may have a little bit more light to shed on why today. After hearing this interview that Judge Joe Brown was kicking. He did an interview with this chick, it was Umar Johnson. He was basically going back and forth with Umar Johnson. Yep, I said Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson on the sister Valerie Denise Jones, I believe was her name. Valerie Denise Jones on her channel. And shout out to Valerie Denise Jones. Shout out to her. I'll place the link in this video as well to that interview so y'all can check it out. And Sister Valerie Denise Jones, you got a new fan in me, sister. You really let the guests get on there and just talk. You ain't butting in. She was a real class act. Y'all will really like her. I suggest y'all subscribe to her channel. Y'all might find some jewels in it. But I want to start by going in on the aspect of the Civil Rights Act of 1866 and what Judge Joe Brown had to say about it in terms of this case. Because the judge went in. He went in, you know what I'm saying? And I follow Judge Joe Brown on Twitter, but he never really made a big fuss about this as far as I could see in my notifications, nothing like that. Maybe I need to update my notifications, I guess. I don't know, but he seemed like he'd been holding this in. He'd been holding it in, right? Judge pulled up a really big picture view of this. that I think we at least owe it to ourselves to ponder. Because we don't know Byron Allen, and we don't know what Byron Allen will do, quite frankly. We don't know what Byron Allen will do when he get in bed with these entities he gets in bed with. Right? Something we should take a glance into, in my opinion. So, to the Civil Rights Act of 1866. Y'all may remember me saying the Civil Rights Act of 1866 was about government contracts and commercial contracts, and that the core issue was how vulnerable populations, not Byron Allen, but vulnerable populations, could be fired from jobs for racist reasons, and then there'll be a legal precedent on the books for the company that did the firing, that would support the company that did the race-based firing. There's a sister right now that's taking a case to court over not getting a job over this and using the Civil Rights Act 1866. So people are using it like that, right? Right? It's like a fresh new case that popped up. I saw a little blip on Twitter about it. Like, okay, people are now wanting to. They heard the little, okay, I can use this shit, right? The little I can use this shit whistle. Right? And in Judge Joe Brown's view, the usage of the Civil Rights Act 1866, as he explained it, it's been appropriated as a tool used specifically by corporations for years in making business deals and shit like that, where they can basically contract one black person in to do some shit or to be a face of some industry or a field or whatever. And this is Judge Joe Brown's take on it. He said, look, they've been doing this for a little bit. White dudes been doing this for a minute. They've figured out a way to basically bring one black entity, one black face into a field or an industry, lock everybody else black out, use him as he's the Negro we got, he's the Negro, he's sort of like the magical Negro type shit going on. He ain't gonna cause no fuss, pat him on the head type shit. Then they lock all other black people out of participating because they got their one Negro face. They got their one Negro. And Judge is saying that it doesn't really hold all the weight that Byron Allen is attributing to it. Wholly. I'm going to get to that. Because he's selling it to the public as if Comcast is taking this case that they lost against them to the Supreme Court to take people's rights to contract away. They want to punish everybody's right to contract because they lost the case with Byron Allen. Right? And he don't say no more than that. Right? Which sounds like to me that the judge is saying, yo, look, it's more about Byron Allen just steadily using the Civil Rights Act 1866 as a tool to force his way into markets and just to outright sue people, just a bunch of companies. He's tied up a bunch of companies in Civil Rights Act of 1866 litigation, evidently, is the story from the judge. He's tied people up in court with this type of shit. Comcast isn't the only one. Charter ain't the only one. Judge says it's many companies. Alright? And now that Comcast said, fuck this shit. Fuck this low-level court shit. We gonna motherfucking take his ass to the courts, Supreme Court. He offhandedly and kind of like an afterthought wants to galvanize black people. He wants to use us as his galley, so to speak, to create this smoke screen of him having all this grassroots support behind him because the Civil Rights Act is such an important law that affects grassroots people, but not rich people like him, but what it appears like to me is he's been waving this Civil Rights Act of 1866 around in the lower courts, all willy-nilly, and all his little court fights, and all these little fights he didn't really try to nag black people too much about. He's been waving it around. He started with Comcast in 2015. He might have been doing it before he did the shit with Comcast, before he got to court with them in 2015. But he's basically used it to chase his bag, all these years. And now that Comcast got him in a real jam with the DOJ and got people in a jam with the DOJ from how he's presenting it, he wants to kind of double the usage of the Civil Rights Act of 1866, not just as his free pass, take motherfuckers to court, hit motherfuckers up in court, sue motherfuckers up in court that he go to court with and battle with and whatever, all behind the scenes where we don't even see what the fuck he doing. He don't want it to just be used for that. He wants to double it as this last minute rally thing for one of the biggest cases he'll never had to fight, waving this shit around, a Supreme Court case. Now he want to use it as a rallying stick for the black masses. He's looking at us. He's talking about black folk need to be involved in this shit, right? Because, I mean, damn, it's hardly something our ancestors fought for. I mean, our ancestors fought this war in this bitch. Fought the Civil War in this bitch. We fought all the major wars. And I know immigrants, I know people of color. We done fought for everything you see in that goddamn Constitution. I'll tell you that. All that shit can be traced to something that black people incited. Believe it. What's in that Constitution and a lot of what's in the law books. Keep that shit real. But Judge Joe Brown's stance is more of Civil Rights Act 1866 has been used as a business wedging tool. White dudes have basically repurposed it as a business wedging tool that they use in court to play with, that they use to keep black people locked out of industry. They use it on some shit like that as a wedging tool. And that's how Byron and his collaborators are going forward with using this. Okay, now we're finna get into some dirt. Who are Byron Allen's collaborators? We're going to talk about that. We're going to get a little deep. Black Man 903 says, yep, in Hurricane Katrina, the white dude found out I was a veteran and black. That would push us closer to the top or clean up contracts. Yep, in Hurricane Katrina. In Hurricane Katrina, the white dude found out I was a veteran and black. That would push us closer to the top for cleanup contracts. Oh, okay, yeah. In fact, you a veteran and black, you would have been pushed up closer to the, they'll come for y'all like, oh, you a vet and you black? Yeah, we're going to get you in. I hear what it is. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. That's an aspect of what you're talking about. Maybe you were trying to relate it to part where I was saying that they try to keep black people out. And hey, look, it be black folk trying to come up, and they be trying to keep black people out. Yo, that's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm about to get at, Black Man 903. So we're talking about Byron Allen's collaborators. I'm saying it right. Collaborators. He ain't talked to us about his collaborators in this instance. But we're talking about him using this as a wedging tool, as a career, lifelong wedging tool he's been playing with. And his collaborators are who's behind him going to the Supreme Court. And they want to be at the Supreme Court. It ain't they take it to the Supreme Court. No, they want to be there. It's one of those kind of things. So I need for y'all to keep a real clear picture about this. This is just Judge Joe Brown's conjecture, so I'm not taking no side. I'm just going to put it out there because we need to have it out there because it ain't out there. What the fuck? Yo, Black Man 903 say, yeah, I would have been the token black person. Yeah, you see, okay, that's the game. Okay, they was playing like that. All right. Yeah. Wouldn't have been surprised. Wouldn't have been no shock. They always look for one black person they can single out and say, hey, we got a black. A black. Hell yeah. Hear that, bro? Shit. Hold Your Nuts say you checking in. What up, Hold Your Nuts? good, man? So we're talking about who are Byron Allen's collaborators going into the Supreme Court. Not that he don't want to be there. He do want to be there. Because he getting bankrolled to be there. Is what the picture looked like. Who are his collaborators? Let me let you know. A company by the name of CBS and Viacom. Byron has a deal with CBS and Viacom. Those are his collaborators going into court tomorrow. CBS and Viacom. This ain't Byron Allen against Comcast. This CBS, Viacom, and Byron Allen against Comcast. Okay? First off, grasp that first. And according to Judge Joe Brown, I'm going to frame it, but then just keep everything in line. Keep everything in line. This is Byron Allen trying to push through to where him and they take a foothold in the market of Comcast. And when I say market, I want y'all to think residual income coming from reruns of TV shit. Alright? They want to get into the market of rerun money. And getting a foothold in the market of Comcast and wiping them off the map as a viable competitor is the deal. According to Judge Joe Brown, this whole case at Supreme Court is not some shit that Byron Allen wasn't ready for. It's Byron, CBS, and Viacom wanting to corner the market and wipe the rerun money game off the map for these shows that get respun over and over. When it happens to be a lot of black shows. So it's that in one breath, but also, right? Not just talking about who gonna run all the rerun market and the money that comes out of that, and we're gonna get into how these companies do money when it comes to black shows. We're gonna touch on it. I want y'all to sit back and grab some goddamn grab a Modelo. Grab a Modelo if you drink Modelo. Goddamn roll a blunt if y'all still smoke. Whatever. I'm saying, like. But not only is it about that whole rerun market cornering thing and cornering the income and basically robbing people through that. I'm going to get into it. But also it's going to lay waste to the landscape of black content networks to be on the map. Byron talking about, I want to help black shows be on the map. I want to help black people get black network, black this and that. They show my program, then they helping black people. I want them to help black people get Well, what it looks like is CBS, Viacom wants to actually have a negative hand in controlling what black content is on the map. And they're going to do it through Byron Allen. Through Byron Allen winning this case, if he wins. So it goes back to what we were saying, of them using a black face as a front man, kind of like on some spook that sat by the door shit, for a whole entire industry, like TV. And then this designated black, he or she, is going to get puppeted to basically lock any meaningful black content out to space and rob motherfuckers, rob actors and actresses for residual money out the rerun game. And we're going to get into why it's been framed this way and why Judge Joe Brown thinks CBS might be trying to set a robbery of black people up out of this. But let's look at this shit in pieces. We're going to look at it in the pieces that I presented. In terms of content. Now, we saw how Viacom did BET, didn't we? We saw how their bullshit-ass content fucked up any hope of BET meaning anything to black people. We saw that. So imagine Viacom taking up a majority share of the market. What that would look like. We're talking about some Timmy Hill nigger type shit. Timmy Hill nigger commercials. Go Timmy, go Timmy, go Timmy. Timmy Hill nigger. Remember that shit? Hill nigger. Timmy, 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 Timmy. Hell, nigga. It's gonna be that type of shit. And the bomb 40 ounce type shit, type content. By the companies that are behind Byron Allen with all the money. CBS, Viacom, they're shelling out dough behind this case. And they got more money than Byron Allen. Okay, it ain't just Byron Allen little bank going to war with Comcast. It's CBS, Viacom money and Byron Allen money going to war with Comcast. According to Judge Joe Brown. I'm going to keep saying that. And Judge Joe Brown claims that they've been bankrolling him in other things as well. I'm going to get into that. But this is interesting. I want y'all to notice now. Notice that Byron Allen, when he went to the Breakfast Club a few weeks ago, y'all notice he didn't go up there presenting this. He didn't go to the Breakfast Club presenting this shit. He didn't go up there talking about he fucking with Viacom. You didn't hear Viacom come up once. You didn't hear CBS come up once. So for him to omit who he in bed with, but trying to rally people to go to court and stand out in front of the Supreme Court and rally for him, type of shit, like, why are you not being honest about who you in bed with, Byron Allen? Y'all feel me? Why are you scared to tell us who you in bed with while you trying to get us to support you doing some shit? We need to know all of that shit. That's all I'm saying. And I got receipts for this. I got receipts that show what's up and who was who and what is what. So it ain't no conjecture with that. And I told y'all I suspected some shit like that. Like, not to cast doubt on the man's word. It's just like, it just felt suspicious to me. Like, man, why you not telling everybody, dog? Once I found out, like, okay, so why you not telling everybody this shit? I just want to keep shit clear for the street. That's what I want to do. I want it to be clear for everybody. So the question now becomes is, who do we root for with this? Okay? Because Judge Joe Brown, he brought up this point that if Byron Allen wins the case, it's going to be bad for us. He said that CBS trying to corner the market on some, they want to compete with Comcast. They want to really compete with Comcast, Disney, Netflix on the TV streaming market. They got a lot of shit going on. They tired of being number 4 out of the top 5 TV broadcasting people. Like, number 1 is Comcast. Number 2 is like ABC. Or is that Fox is number 2? Fox is number 2, then ABC, then it's then it's CBS. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be number 4 out of that mix no more. They're really trying to come up, right? And they're basically using Byron Allen as the magical Negro to take the slings and throw whatever Negro laws he can throw under the bus and play with, or do whatever he's doing with these Negro laws as they see it, as the white boys, because they've been playing with this Civil Rights Act 1866 too. It ain't just been black folk. It's been them playing with it too. Alright? And Byron Allen not telling us that. He's not telling us that white boys be playing with this Civil Rights Act 1866 too, and they be using it to do scammy shit. Dirty shit. But they want to put him out there as the Negro face, it's so sad. It's so sad. But, we don't really know who to root for with this shit. We really don't know who to root for. We can't say Comcast. We can't say Byron Allen all the way. Because, damn, it's only been recently, me personally, I'm just saying me personally, y'all. It's only been recently, me personally, that I've even come across the information showing who Byron Allen is really going to battle with and going to battle for behind this shit. That's what he keeping away from the people. That's what he keeping hidden from people. Black people specifically. When he came out talking to us, right? Byron Allen, as a matter of fact, just hired CBS's CFO to be his CFO. Like the past 4 or 5 days. He just hired CBS's CFO on to be his CFO. A guy named Reed Sullivan. So I'm gonna say again, yo, we think he going to war with us at his side, and he going to a war with entertainment veterans like Viacom at his side. And Viacom has a history of anti-black racism. We already talked about that on my iHeartRadio Breakfast Club post, where we talked about how Viacom has a racist history. They didn't air black people's music on MTV, which is one of their subsidiaries, due to racism and white supremacy. So I don't think he's keeping a list of these companies who shit on black people and trying to act against them like somebody who's on cold would. Let's go look at this. Like, who? Why are you doing this, Byron Allen? I just want to reiterate that. He not acting against people who have acted against black people. He go get in bed with them. He go get in the bed with them. So his sense of code, when he got loads of cash, he looked compromised. You understand? I'm watching what he doing when he got money. You got money, oh, but then you doing off code shit. You fucking with people who don't fuck with the whole, the total, the people that ain't rich like you. So it goes back to that notion of Byron being put up as this magical Negro, always showing up. Yes, I has to help your white daddy. I has to help you whatever you got to do. Oh, don't care if we gonna have to use the black people. Get the black people riled up. Go and get them riled up. Yeah, yeah, motherfuckers see that. Stack Stress, yo, what up, Stack Stress? Just discovered my channel. Yo, I just discovered you on my channel. Y'all never even seen you. What's up? You know what I'm saying? What's good, Stack Stress? Good seeing you. So the knowledge said that, you know, he's supposed to be the man, basically. And everybody on his nuts like he a billionaire. Oh, how you get the bag? Who the plug? Oh, Byron, who the plug, Byron? And I'm just thinking, just looking at it, like, this motherfucker, it looks as if he's doing the bidding of his white alliances more so than anything, so he can get a little pocket change out of this shit. But I'm not gonna say that for definite. I'm just putting that out there so we can have both sides of our brain working on this shit. We can have the logic side, the left side. We can have the emotion side, the right side. We can have them both working around this issue, because we don't know shit about what's happening at Comcast and that they board meetings. We don't know who friends with what. We don't know who enemies with who. We don't know shit. All we know is what Byron Allen go tell Antonio Moore and what he go tell the Breakfast Club. We don't know nothing outside of that. So I'm saying is now we're going to have to gather all that we can find, right? That's why I'm bringing this to y'all. It's just something that we got to look at. So when we talk about this notion of him winning this case tomorrow, being bad for us, as Judge Joe Brown posed it, and as him, you know, getting chipped off in his mix. He got his little mix. He getting chipped off in his mix through associating and fucking around with his little mix of people. This just may be some of the Byron coming around to the plantation to get the Negroes riled up type shit. You know what I mean? Coming around to the plantation, getting the Negroes riled up. Oh, I'm about to go to the Supreme Court. Oh, Negroes, come on, let's start singing. Let's start singing. Shit like that, like I had talked about. Because he in bed with these big corporate entities. He in bed with people that have a fucked up history with black people, like Viacom. And I'm finna get into some CBS shit right now. Matter of fact, while we can get into some CBS shit right now, while he telling us to rah behind the Supreme Court and all this shit. And look, I'll post the video. I'll post it. You know what? Should I play this? You know, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Karen Gibson, what's good, Miss Lady? Marv, ain't seen you in a bit. What's good, Marv? quick comment break. Yo, Marv Tom say, what up, P? As well as Magic Johnson and P. Diddy hiding their info as far as how Comcast is holding back their treatment and funding with their low share pocket change asses. Alright, so they're another example of somebody who plugged with certain companies, big companies, and holding back on behalf of the big man, the big rat with the cheese. Holding back on behalf of the big cheese having ass rat. Yeah, okay. So you can see how somebody like Byron Allen can be doing shit like that too. We're going to get into some of the dirt, right? We done touched on a little bit. But let's hold up. Karen Gibson say, I don't trust no black man with a white wife. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I was born in the early 80s. And that shit was not what was going on, man. And I'm in a time lock in terms of that. The safe hit. You know, a time lock is like a time that's safe. It locked based on a time. A timer is what make that motherfucker lock. Yo, I was just locked into that. Like, man, I'm not ever gonna put my dick in no white bitch. Fuck them. Or no chick that ain't black. Fuck them. I've said this before on my channel before. This ain't nothing new. You already know. Oh, the black boy. What's good, Miss Lady? Good seeing you. What's good, black boy? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Though. Let me pull up some screens right fast. I want to get into Judge Joe Brown a little bit. Since he's bringing up his viewpoints on this case, I want to also check some of his merit too. I'm not trying to be biased toward any side or whatever. I'm told y'all we putting it out there because ain't nobody talking about anybody's side other than Byron Allen and Comcast side, and there's other sides that need to be talked about as he go into court tomorrow. So, Judge Joe Brown, he himself has had experiences with CBS, who Byron Allen is partnered with, right? Being very evil towards him. Evidently, right? There's a story that came out a few years ago, 2013, I believe, is it? Yeah, 2013. This is when Judge Joe Brown's show was, well, I guess he quit. He quit his show, basically, because he felt that CBS, Byron's homeboys, Byron, whose CFO is directly from CBS, directly with CBS, stiffed him out some money. Alright? Judge Joe Brown, he quit his judge show. If y'all remember, because he had been promised the annual salary of $20 million. But he claims that he never got more than $5 million a year. And they was fucking him. CBS was fucking him. So we're talking about CBS being a network whose game plan, according to Judge Joe Brown, is to stiff black people on the rerun market side of the game. Is it making sense? Do this look like it's making sense? As well as keep black content creators out the market. And in my eyes, any content that means anything of worth and value to the black brain. So we're talking about Viacom CBS just did their merger. Okay, Viacom, that's BET. Okay. Just want to keep everybody mind on track with shit. So CBS has a little record of stiffing Judge Joe Brown himself. So he had it on his mind to say, hold up, these motherfuckers ain't shit. His show was canceled in 2013, and guess who comes out trying to fill Judge Joe Brown's spot in terms of shit like ratings and court show presences in the market? Y'all guess who came in to try to take his spot right after it? And I'm going to give you the quote of the person that tried to, or did do it. Guess who tried to swoop right in after Judge Joe Brown had to quit because they was trying to rob him at CBS? Guess who happily stepped into place and tried to put his little chess pieces on the board? Guess. Y'all can't even guess. I bet y'all don't even guess. Byron Allen. Alright? Judge Joe Brown wasn't no chump ass show, as we all know, right? So when this gap in court TV opened up, the mindset of Byron Allen, in his exact words, he said, oh, this was phenomenal for us. Us. Whoever is us. Like him and his wife, who's the us? I'm like, well, who's the us, dog? Who are we talking about? Right? He said, it's phenomenal for us. Right? And what he did was he started booking some new court shows, because there was a big gap in the market. Judge Joe Brown's show, according to his figures, was making $100 million a year. It was making big bucks. Judge Joe Brown, man, come on, man. That motherfucker wasn't no bitch ass show. Byron Allen, he comes in, he starts booking shows like Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Judge Karen, you familiar with Judge Karen? Okay. He started running reruns of a show called America's Court with Judge Ross. You might have seen or heard of Judge Ross. And he also booked and ran a show called We the People with Gloria Funky Stankin' Ass Allred. Okay? We know Gloria Allred ain't shit. Since I was a little boy, Gloria Allred, I knew you wasn't shit. You and your daughter now, ambulance chasing fake ass cases of sexual assault or cases that look really fishy. I'm not going to say they're fake. They look too fishy to the common man's eye. Yeah, y'all ain't shit. Byron Allen say she a good bitch to put on TV though. Put that shit together, man. We ain't got time to be missing certain shit. So now we see something. Judge Joe Brown was saying, look, when Byron Allen wins, it's going to be bad for us, right? And he's framed it under the notion that Byron Allen will do some snakish ass behavior and cut black people out in a big way in the television market and in the residual income from rerun type of spins of television shows in the market. That shit that Byron will do. And he has a propensity to do. And he's leagued with people, CBS, that is totally down to do that shit on a fly. Right? And the issue ain't really Comcast cutting out black shows and not letting Byron in, letting everybody that ain't black get in. I'm just saying, this is from the vantage of Judge Joe Brown. I'm going to keep circling the background of that so everybody can stay objective with your thought. Don't everybody get in no tunnel vision type shit. We ain't got time for that shit. And speaking of tunnel vision type shit, yo, look, I'm going to do my post on what's going on with our brother Tariq Nasheed and our brother Antonio Moore and our sister Yvette Carnell. I'm just letting all of them chess pieces fall where they may. I ain't even put much out to comment about that. I only put one comment. It wasn't even a comment. I was clarifying some shit for somebody about voting for policies, and some chick was like, she was on Twitter talking about you can support someone's policies, but you don't have to support the person or the party. Trying to take a dig at Tariq because she's on this imaginary mind state that Tariq put up this serious endorsement of Donald Trump up on his Twitter account. And I was like, well, look, what you're saying is not common sense. There's no way you can support a policy and not support the party and the people who put that policy in your face. All right? Policy is not supported in spirit. It's supported dynamically. And I just gave her an example. I was like, look, that's like you paying for a lobbyist, lobbying a mayor to do some shit you want, sending out your lobbyist, your mayor accepts the terms, and they put what you want on their platform. And then after, when it's time to vote, you say, well, I don't fuck with you or your party though. You know what I'm saying? That's how stupid that shit is. All right? A motherfucker will look at you crazy. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just letting all the emotions get out because everybody going through emotions. I'm like, all right, I see all this shit. That's why I'm always hang back. And you're going to never hear from P until the end. I'm going to be like, yep, this, that, see, this, that, see. This is how I'm going to do that shit. So y'all already know. Tune in when I do that shit. Because ain't going to be no shit that y'all ain't seen me do up on this mic. All right? But anyway, back to the point, you know what I'm saying? The issue basically is that we're judging this issue from the stance that Byron Allen is kicking to us, and the notion has more contour to it. And just the notion of this being bad has more angles to it and sidewinding paths to it. This notion of it being bad for us, that he's going to court and going up against the Supreme Court and the DOJ over the Civil Rights Act 1866 and all the people that's trying to handle contract law and trying to manage contracts could have that right swept away from all that shit. All of that heavy-handedness is not wholly placed in the lap of Comcast, but according to Judge Joe Brown, it's spent around to have Byron Allen and his collaborators that he going to war with in the courtroom, because we ain't heard him pay nobody off special that we know to get up there and talk for him. Ain't nobody signing no amicus brief. A lot of these old coons ain't signing no amicus briefs. All this shit is going on. He ain't pressing nobody. I'm watching that. Why you not pressing nobody? I'm watching it. Right? But okay. Like I said, his money behind him is Comcast. His money behind him is CBS. His money behind him is Viacom. And his own little paper. And the knowledge is, or what we kind of look at, and people kind of are, I want y'all to at least, I don't want to say put a question mark by it, but just consider and put a lens on the fact that, hey, Byron Allen could just be pulling the wool over the masses of people that don't get the fact that it ain't just Comcast trying to cut out black shows and all that. It's some of the people that he fuck with, which we can't down thumb or say we know to be true yet. We can't say either way or whatever. But back to Judge Joe Brown and what type of money situation he done had going on with Comcast as the market opened up. After Judge Joe Brown was wrongfully done by CBS, is my point. We're going to land it. The people that Byron Allen run the court with, the people he's freshly hiring on as his CFOs and all of this shit, all these people, they already shitted. They already took a big motherfucking dump on Judge Joe Brown. And according to Judge Joe Brown, yo, they shitted on the workers of his company, all of that. They was doing shit like, oh, well, hey, look, things is kind of tight. They had the things are kind of tight conversation with his employees a few times. From what Judge is kicking, like, motherfucker just. So people that's working for his staff, they might be kind of looking at Judge like, what's up, Judge? What's up with the money though? They supposed to be coming through with this shit. What it is? They sitting up talking about, hey, things are kind of tight. They pulling that shit. CBS is pulling that shit on Judge Joe Brown's employees type shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Things are kind of tight. We might need to scale back. We might need to make some cuts. Playing like that while they pocketing out of $100 million empire a year type shit. Put that shit together, man. And Byron Allen linking up with these motherfuckers, acting like they haven't shown the world this. Like they ain't shown the world who they are. And what they about in terms of how they do black people. That's what I want y'all to have a scoop on, man. So Judge Joe Brown is basically saying this whole blackity black and I'm black, y'all shit that Byron Allen doing is that bullshit. Add that shit together and I'll leave it there. All this blackity blackity I'm black shit that he doing, it may be a farce for old Byron Allen, y'all. And that's the game. Look, man, fuck it. I'm finna go on and play a little bit of this little lecture that the man was giving, because this shit is just funny as hell. It's funny more than anything, but I need y'all to just grasp it. I'm not saying it's like some old laughing matter, but yo, peep the knowledge out of it. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what y'all think, because I like to bring y'all stuff that don't nobody have the time to try to bring y'all, because I love y'all niggas, man. I gotta bring the real y'all, man, because this shit make me feel good to bring it, man. It's like, what the fuck? Now watch. Hope y'all can hear it. I don't know how loud I gotta blast it, but let me do this. Let me hit a button.
That discounts all sorts of black folk who have impacted many more blacks than Harriet Tubman. Additionally, the status of a race is not determined by its women. It's determined by its men. And it's a slap in the face to black America for this to be done. But we aren't even paying attention to that. Next thing, Byron Allen is a low-down scumbag. I know him personally. I know what that scoundrel is up to. This has absolutely nothing to do with African Americans. This is because CBS is backing him, and CBS is backed by Viacom, and they're trying to corner the market on black rerun content. So Byron Allen has sued, amongst other things, Al Sharpton and some other networks, because he's saying that the networks give all of their slots to other black people besides him, and it's a plot, racist plot, to get at him so he can't get the rerun content. This son of a bitch tried to sell me out. I saw him talking to the CBS executives. I sent a spy over there to report back what he was talking about. And I played along with him as he tried to go along with CBS executives to trap me into a contractual violation when I told them to go to hell. They could take what they were doing and shove it. And he tried to set me up. And when he's talking about being a billionaire, that's a damn lie. CBS is just fronting off another house Negro to get him to do what they want him to do for their...
I ain't gonna play no more. I'm gonna just place the link down here so y'all can know what's up. I'm gonna hit the volume real quick. Let me bring it down a little bit on the speakers. Y'all might have heard it, but alright. But okay. This is the game that's being spit. I'm bringing this to y'all. Like I said, I'm not trying to be no divisive old bitch ass nigga. Y'all already know I don't do that type of shit. I do news and then I do black lobbyism shit. Y'all think I'm playing. Like, I'm finna get back to that shit when I do this video on what's happening with the people trying to, huff and puff around foundational black America, ADOS. I'm gonna take that right into lobbyism. I already see the through line. I just need y'all to be here when I do it, all right? Because I've been doing my work with that shit. So hey, it's perfect time for me to get in and do it. While everybody trying to get their bearings or whatever, jumping ships, hopping boats, you know what I mean, whatever. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But premise still sits, man. You know, the social media world has been quiet as a fuck on this video that I'm referencing here, but let's just keep it in the back of our minds. I'm just trying to give y'all something to soak on. We're a thinking black unit on my channel. We're a group of people focused on forwardly progressing America's ground state blacks. And one part of the forward progressing part, y'all know, is getting a scoop on people around you or who claim to be around you for whatever reasons, and making sure that they are around you for what they say they around you for. Alright? Motherfucker, if you in the club, some shit, and the people around you claiming to be MMA fighters or some shit, and a fight break out, some shit go down, they start putting on ballerina shoes and shit, you gonna be like, hold up, motherfucker, I thought you was an MMA fighter. What the fuck? You understand? I'm just trying to keep y'all in sync with the progression of this and have y'all minds at the forefront of the issue so y'all don't get too mired up in the emotionality and the bickering and the playing. I like for the shit to be in the clear people's eye. What the fuck is going on and what the fuck I'm on and this, that, and the third. I just like it like that. So y'all come here. I hope y'all get that kind of release being on my channel, man. Like, what the fuck? So I just had to drop that for y'all, man. I need to do that, and I hope y'all got something out of it. I'll place all the links and all that shit in the description and in the comments as well. So I hope that was useful for you. I hope y'all can have some objective thoughts on y'all brain as Byron Allen sit in court tomorrow. And anyway, oh, hold on. I see people in the chat. Let me shout out a couple people, man. EZD415. What up, EZD415? He say, LOL, fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah, word. I don't know what you're talking about, but word. EasyD415 say all Tariq kids black. Oh, okay, now I see where it's coming from. Okay, so they going to have a little back and forth about Tariq wife not being black. Well, hey, look, this ain't the channel to talk no gossip and shit. This ain't the gossip channel, but y'all can bring what y'all want to bring in the chat. Just as long as I look over there and I don't see nobody talking no slick shit about what I'm doing, then I'll ask you what's up. I'm an Aries, so you know I'm the motherfucker. Like in real life, I'll be like, say, man, that's some whole ass shit. Now what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like I always follow with a now what's up. A lot of people don't follow with the now what's up. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it on this channel. I've approached people, and then I'll be like, so what you want? What's up? And then they freeze up. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's new to people. I guess they forgot how shit go. It's like that. Some people will be like, yo, they don't just be like, hey, you get on my nerves. They'd be like, hey, you get on my nerves. So what's up? We're trying to figure it out. Some people really be trying to know. We really do. And when we know, for the mugger and shit. Oh, okay. I see a good point. By the black boy. Shout out to the black boy. She made a very great video with me last Monday. You can go check that out. Classic material on survival inside and outside your house when shit get dark and you need food and water. You really went in the blackboard. I appreciate that content. That video is growing in views. We'll see where it lands. It says, I can't diss Byron Allen's business sense. This is the blackboard. It's the blackboard talking. I can't diss Byron Allen's business sense, but calling civil rights black, then saying we need to work with gays, Latinos, Asians, then they should back him up. Yo, I went in on the motherfucker today. The blackboard. Thank you for your view, the blackboard. I went on the motherfucker today, trying to basically break up and dissect the black community by gender and trying to exceptionalize the black woman's vote, saying, oh, the black woman's vote, it's so important. And women of color vote. And I was like, yeah, bitch. You want to try to muddle up black women. You want to, no other group gets people trying to section off the men from the women and then put the women over into some pre-made category they made with people that don't even fuck with the women or the unit of people that the women got picked from and pushed over to their side from, right? So I went on motherfuckers. I like to do that. I like to just break motherfuckers' heads open behind that shit. I think she was a Latino too. She looked like a straight up Mexican chick. Keep it real. But some black chicks got certain looks and certain features, but she like a Latina. If y'all go to my channel, go to my Twitter. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. It's PDGAF. I'll follow you back if your channel ain't about bullshit and you ain't retweeting a bunch of stupid shit. I'll fuck with you. But yeah, go check out that few tweets that I did with that chick. I went and got into her ass. She ain't had shit else to say no more. After I dropped my knowledge and said, all right, now you don't know what's up now. Now you discombobulated because you was trying to veer into bullshit and I got your ass. I love doing that shit. That shit give me hype. I love it. I don't even lie. I love it. All right. And don't forget to check out my, let me not forget this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. And, don't forget to fuck with my Teespring. That shit got new shit. Kill police. Misconduct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying. Kill police misconduct. That's what we doing. You know what I mean? Check it out. I'm dropping the hoodie soon. Let's get the t-shirts out there now. This is the gray on gray. Mixed it up. Had to mix it up, y'all know? And I'm gonna get it, y'all.